Hi, Jeff Gaines here, Gainesway Realty, January 25th, 2010. Happy New Year. I'm going to do a little analysis on the real estate market in Broward County, South Florida. First, let me tell you also that there has been a flurry of activity. What I think is interesting about the flurry of activity is that for my zillion years in real estate, I always used to get the question about my season, the real estate season in South Florida. And how I would answer people usually would be that for me, real estate isn't about the climate, the winter, the spring, the summer, but it's about the economic climate, not the temperature climate. But now that real estate is so crazy, I do think that the flurry of activity that I've seen is about the climate season, I think. Anyway, the analysis that I did in the MLS was based on Broward County, different than the Board of Realtors analysis. The Board of Realtors will take their listings and not include other listings from Broward County, from other associations, and let's see, what else would they do? Well, they don't include other associations' inventory, and also the association's inventory will include other areas like Palm Beach County, Dade County. So my analysis went into Broward County for 2009. One of the more interesting things I came up with is that there was a significant, I think almost a 50% drop in active listings. Now normally that would sound good, but given the economic climate and given the stories of foreclosures and short sales and the amount of short sales and foreclosures, I don't think it's really a good sign. People trying to sell their real estate took their properties off the market because the market is still coming down in this area. The prices are still dropping. They're not dropping as free fall as they had been, but they're still going down. So I would say probably people took their properties off the market. Also, I'm thinking that there is such a backlog of foreclosures that properties that are in the midst of foreclosures are not on the market because the people moved out and or abandoned the properties. So basically, Broward County has about 22,000 listings. As I said, it's a drop of about 50% because at the beginning of 09 and the end of 08 and pretty much a lot of 08, the inventory in Broward was about 42,000, 39 to 42,000. So actually it's down more, it's down about 55% it looks like. In the current listings, 5% are bank-owned properties and 32% are short sales. There were 28,000 sales, 28,300 sales. 10,000 of the sales were bank-owned property, which is 37%, which is less than what it was in 08. 08 it was about 70%, and 16% of the sales were short sales. Last month, 32% of the listings were bank-owned properties and 20% were short sales, and 12% of the listings are selling, which is much better than it was. But again, the inventory is down, so since the inventory is down, it changes all the statistics. I mean, when I started doing this research, when the economic meltdown began, I mean, we were selling about less than 3% of the listings. Now it's up to 12%, but as I said, there's a lot less on the market. So what does that mean? It'd be nice if the market picked up and stabilized. I can't say it's stabilized yet. I still see the market dropping. I had been in contact with client / prospect/friend, and I let that person know that they were trying to evaluate their property, and I let them know that there are actually properties that have sold for $6,000, a few of them, and $17,000 and $10,000. Real estate, houses, condos. I mean, it's unbelievable. If you can, it certainly is a good time to buy. The best buyer in this market is the owner-occupant. So, caveat, verify everything I said. Don't make any decisions based on what I said without speaking to an attorney and/or verifying the information I've given you. One other fact. So in 2009 there were 28,000 sales. I didn't do volume. I didn't do billions and millions and all that. But I think what's a little disheartening, but it's better than it was, out of 28,000 sales, there's about 10, 12,000 realtors in Broward County. So that means a couple of sales per realtor if you average it out. Of course, there are realtors that have done 5 and 6 sales, and 10. So that means, of course, there are people that have done 0. So Gainesway Realty, Jeff Gaines, thank you for listening. Goodbye and good luck for now.